Hi, good day everyone. Welcome to my channel once again. I want to appreciate as many of you that have been coming to this channel to watch my video. I'm really pleased for that, and I really want to appreciate you especially for that. So today we are going to look at another class, very important class of one of the major topic in data analysis or data science or machine learning. Is called data visualization. Because those data sometimes they are in a situation, or they are in a format that you can't really understand what is happening. So you have to find a way to visualize it. That means you have to turn it to, possibly you're turning it to an image. You want to see how it goes and what is happening within the data set. So let us proceed. Now, when we say data visualization, what are we talking about? You must be hearing the term. It's very simple. Data visualization. What is data? You already know data. Data is just raw fact, or an information, or a piece of information. Then visualization, this with images, pictures, graphics. So that is the image. So when you put it together, you now see that data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. So you are turning your information or data. They could be numerical values, they could be textual values, or text, that is alphabetical values. So these are the possible format your data could be. But it's very difficult for people to understand when they see numbers, for them to understand what is happening, or find relationship between two columns and the other when they are in numbers. So that's why sometimes when you turn it to a graphical format, or you turn it to a visual format, or you turn it to a pictorial format, it's quite easy to explain what is happening behind the hood. Okay, so when we say data visualization, we are talking about the use of charts, graphs, or map to help viewers to understand complex data sets more easily. So this video is going to be in two forms. This is introduction to it. Then the next video is going to be the executions, different type of chart. We're going to do it practically. But today we want to look at what data visualization is, and then we look at the various charts that we have within the data visualization scope or domain. Okay, so let us proceed. So the goal of data visualization is to communicate information clearly and effectively. You understand? Align patterns, trend, relationship within the data to be quickly perceived. When you represent information or data in a visual form, people easily understand what is happening. For instance, I look at a chart, a particular column of that chart. I design a chart, let's say bar chart for instance. The column that is the tallest, you know that okay, it's the highest. That means that person or that entity is the highest. So when, for instance, in the forex market or crypto market or stock exchange market, you see most times it's line chart. You see that as the line is going up, you know that there is upward trend, and you know that possibly if you are into trading, you know that okay, this time to buy, or when it's going down, okay, this time to sell, like that. So these things, these charts, it enables us to understand patterns and also relationship. For instance, they said okay, years, the years different, maybe 2020 to now, to 2024, as at the time of this record is 2024. So you are looking at okay, within 2020, 2021, 2022, like that. Then the cost of let's say exportation, for instance. So we are looking at the cost of exportation, maybe it's plotted for instance, it's a graph. So the cost of exportation of a particular goods is plotted at the horizontal axis. Then the years, that is the various year, they are plotted at the vertical axis. So when you put it in form of a chart, as I'm describing right now, so you now discover the relationship. That means you are finding a relationship between what? The dates or the year, and also the cost of exportation of particular goods. So it helps you to be able to perceive the relationship. That's what I'm trying to explain. Okay, now let's look at let's proceed. So data visualization is widely used in various fields, such as what? Business, of course, very much used in finance or business, then sciences too, engineering. We use graph a lot. We use graph to describe quantities and variables, like that. Then in engineering, yes, fine, in engineering is very important. Medicine, the same thing. Most times you see the bit rate, let's say the disease modeling and bit rate, you see that it's more of what it's more of a chart, you understand? So chart helps us a lot. Then social sciences like economics is a social science, so it's very much used. So it can be used for exploratory data analysis. That's EDA. So it's called EDA, exploration data analysis. It's an acronym. So it helps us to be able to explore our data very well, effectively. So we by that we understand the underlying structure of the data as well as the explanatory purpose to present findings and insight to others. So when you can, as a data analyst or as a data scientist, you understand what is happening sometimes, but when you are giving out the reports, you are writing the report, you are giving out, you want to design a report, a summary of what is happening, it helps people, your target audience, to be able to perceive or understand the purpose of your findings. Okay, now let's quickly look at examples of data visualization. There are some very several examples, but in some of the softwares you may not find all of them like that. In Excel you may not find all of them. In Power BI you may find majority of them there. So but I will list close to, like, I think 10. 10. I'm going to list 10. So the first one is bar chart. So the bar chart has, it has bar. It consists of bars. Those bars, the height of the bar determines the quantity, the higher the quantity of a particular variable. Okay, so we have bar chart. Then we have the line chart. Line chart is quite very much used in like in finance, especially. It's line chart. So we have pie charts. It's circular, and we see them practically. So the other one is scatter plot. Scatter plot it's used in relationship correlations, and also you can understand whether something is correlating or is deviating from being correlated. Okay, then the other one is histogram. So histogram, you understand certain values. I mean, it looks like, sometimes it looks like bar chart, but when we get there I'm going to explain to you what histogram is. So histogram is one of them. Then we also have heat map, very much used also in geographical data. It's used, but you might not, you find, if you are using the old version of Excel, you might not find heat map there. So from 2019, fine, you can use that. Then we have tree map. Tree map is very used, much used, and it consists of nested rectangles. Bigger the rectangle, the bigger the dimensions of that variable you are trying to model. Okay, then the other one is box plots. So this one helps to identify outliers. Outliers be abnormalities in your data set. Okay, then the other one is bubble charts, very much in use too, but I think I've seen it in one of the crypto bubble stuff like that. The other one is word map, very much in use. So you can use it for geographical data to represent countries, cities, postal codes like that. So these are the 10 examples of data visualization, 10 examples of charts. So there are more other examples, but these are the ones I've listed. They are used by statisticians, they are used by engineers, they are as different professions used it. So I'm going to stop here. The next video is the practical implementation of this chart. So we are going to maintain our previous data set to explain those charts, how to plot it, number one, how to change the color format, then also how to define axis, the axis of the chart. I'll talk about it in legend, and also how to customize your chart effectively. So that's going to be for my next video. So I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for staying tuned to the end of this class, and I wish you the best.